Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony.
Thanks for joining our Blue Soul Wisdom series. Today we're going to talk about Mary Magdalene, or otherwise known as Miriam of Magdala, the mystical being that is very misunderstood and once walked the earth plane over 2,000 years ago. So we channel the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows well, and they come forth and they speak when we channel as one voice. Today, after our guides come through, we're going to ask the Mary Magdalene energy to step forward and have a little chat about her energy and what she's here to teach as she's coming through in so many forms lately, in the way of books, in the way of movies, in the way of topics, discussions, and even a day honoring her.
But as a channeler, I know that she will come through Renee first and then into me, and that she's balancing both divine feminine and masculine energies. But as a channel myself, I am now fully integrated into these energies, but at the same time, I try to not have any of my preconceived ideas come through.
So now we're going to connect to our guides, and Anthony is really the one whose body seems to be altered by this process. So the energies work through both of us, but he goes into a bit of a trance state, slows his breath down, slows everything down to get into a theta brainwave state.
I want all of you to know this, that you all have the ability to connect to everything if you choose. It just takes some practice. You have to let go of the fear, let go of the ego, and let the information come from your heart.
So he's connecting now to these other dimensions. And as Anthony mentioned, Miriam of Magdala, or Magdala's soul, her energy or her frequency comes through to speak.
Always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia. Thank you for receiving us. We understand why we are here.
Thanks, guys.
We will allow the energy of Magdala to come through. She is one of the highest ascended masters, as you could say, and she is a different being than we are as well. But she will come through.
Thank you.
Thank you. 1 second, please.
So one of the reasons our guides always come through first is that's a choice that we have as channelers, and we decide to have our guides come through because they act as a source of, if you like, discernment and protection to make sure that any other energies that we're actually connecting with are pure, are of love, are of light.
I am Miriam of Magdala, and thank you for having me. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has. Thanks for coming through. We love your energy.
And we love your energy. I love who you are and who Anthony is. He's certainly growing his hair much longer now. You wish to have a discussion with me?
Yes.
There's a couple things I want to say, first of all.
Okay.
To your audience.
Alrighty.
Many of you are channeling me at this very moment. However, the way I come through you may be different than the way I come through Renee and Anthony. I don't want you to think that all the information that is being channeled through whomever it is wrong. Remember, each individual, each soul is going to channel my energy in a different way. With you, Renee, and with Anthony, I am able to balance this much easier. You represent the Infinity 8, or the balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energy. There is no mistake why I have come through both of you. And also Yeshua. Again, you're seeing a divine masculine and divine feminine energy again. Your earth plane is going through that. It is balancing both feminine and masculine and feminine energies again, and I'm here to help you do that.
I think a lot of people really misunderstood what your role was when you came through and you were part of the Magdalene energy. You once walked the earth plane as Miriam of Magdala, Mary Magdalene over 2,000 years ago. And people don't really understand what your role was. It's been misunderstood and misrepresented. And you often say, as Yeshua does, you came here to shake things up.
That is true. Yeshua, Jesus as you call him, Yeshua and I did not come here to create peace. We came here to create turbulence. And that is what we did. We needed to shake them up. We needed to arise, get them activated. And that's what we did. But you see, doing it over 2,000 years ago was not very easy. Because back then, anytime you decided to rile up the people, to have them become awake, you put yourself in jeopardy of being killed. And that has been throughout human history. However, at this time, the majority of your countries understand that you're waking up. The governments don't control you as much as they used to. They can't do it anymore because of this. You're putting it out into the ethers, if you will.
Because of media, because of mass media.
Yes, because of mass media. And I'm here doing it. I'm coming through many, many more now than ever before. My story is unique because I was the feminine portion of who Yeshua was. And he and I worked together. You might say I was more masculine, he was more feminine, actually. We always exchanged energies. I was here to teach with him. I was here to heal with him. I would call him Rabboni, teacher. But then again, you would always use this term for those that you saw as being a bit more knowledgeable than you. But I had more knowledge about the aspects of what he was going to have to go through. The Isis energy.
Speaking of language, a lot of times people will ask us, why did you and Yeshua refer to God as the Father?
For the same reason that you refer to God now as source energy, universal consciousness, the all. Because that's what they could understand. They could not understand anything else besides angelic energies, God, the Father, the Spirit. You see, you've come a long way as a species. Your understanding has advanced exponentially, and so is your vocabulary to describe it.
There was always, I think, a fear that if God was within and God was part of us, and that was a big part of your message together with Yeshua and the apostles, is that you can find love and divinity within. And I think that feared so many who felt they needed a God, an external God, or gods and goddesses to look up to.
That is correct. You, as humanity, have created all the gods and goddesses to feel like you are separate from them, but you're not. God, or source energy, is always here. I will tell all of you now, there is no separation between God and you. You are not only just an aspect of God, but you are God. And many religions will tell you that is not correct. They will say, yes, you are an aspect of God, but you are not God. That is not true. You are God. And that may be considered blasphemy, but you want to know something? They cannot kill me now. They can't do it. And this is why it can be said now. You can believe it, that you are God incarnate, if you will.
Because we're part of universal consciousness, we're not separate from it.
You are not separate from it. And our message was always the same, that God resides here. They couldn't understand it, so we would have to say, yes, the Father is here. The Son is here.
The kingdom is within you.
The kingdom is within you. It is. All of you are sons and daughters of God, but at the same time, you are God. The kingdom is already here. Your heaven is already here. That was our message. Many of them couldn't understand it. Many of you still can't understand it. You hold on to your antiquated thoughts and ideas of religion, and that's what's going to get you there. It's not. It's just going to hold you back from who you truly are. And I would always say you are the authentic self. Where is the authentic self? Well, that's the soul that you were speaking about before.
Yes.
That is truly the spirit of who you are. It's always good to see you.
We love your voice. We love how you come through with vigor and try to empower women of today, and also really still come through so many to teach in different ways, whether it's art or music or through writing or through films. And
I will come through everybody that, or anybody that wants me to work with.
Now, an important message for today really is about the balancing of masculine and feminine energies.
That is true. And I'm going to tell you something else, because I know what goes on between you and Anthony. You're always trying to balance divine feminine and masculine energies. And as your guides, and I'm one of your guides, have told you, there are going to be, and I say this to all of you, there are going to be energies out there that are going to discourage you and say, well, your story is different as a channeler of Mary of Magdala. It's different than his and hers. So which one is true? They're all true. They're all true. What's most important within this message is love, and that you are God's source energy, the temple, the ashram, the mosque, the church. It's all here. That's the true message. Do not allow any, especially male energies, to whom you are speaking to, tell you that you are not sacred and that you are not channeling Miriam of Magdala, for you are.
I can't wait to go back to France with you and to Israel and to Egypt and just bring you forth and bring your energy forth on sacred land once again.
I am looking forward to doing that. And with that, I'm going to step back.
Thank you.
And I look forward to working with you and Anthony again. And I look forward to working with all of you. Do not have fear. Do not have reasons for not allowing your true authentic self to manifest itself in this lifetime. Balance feminine and masculine energies together, and you will see miracles happen. Thank you for receiving me.
You have a lot of very important messages to convey in the here and now, on this earth dimension, in this plane.
I do indeed, and I'm going to continue to do so, even when there are others that say, you can't. The market is flooded. Yes, the market is flooded with me. There is no reason why it shouldn't be. There is a reason, and that's a good reason. The best of all reasons. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now, and thanks for your teachings, and I know we will bring you forth to talk about other topics.
I would love to continue to do this with you. Goodbye for now.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me again.
So just like our guides, the Ascended Masters, when they come through and speak collectively as one voice, when her energy, her frequency, right, steps back out of his auric field, then it allows more of Anthony's soul and light, if you like, to come forth and come back to the here and now with us. I
must admit, I really do love her energy.
Yeah, it's a great energy.
She is a no-nonsense, full of love, full of energy being.
Yeah.
So,
As above, so below.
and if you do decide to channel her,
Or just connect to her,
Connect
or
with
read
her.
about her, or understand her energy, know that one of their key messages that she had taught 2,000 years ago when she was human on this plane was all about love, was all about interconnectedness, was all about that really source and love and divinity lie within each of us.
and there's no separation.
Yeah, and really the importance of balancing that masculine and feminine energy that we all have within each of us.
Yeah. I think it's a great message.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.